Welcome to Parsha Power. This week we are studying the portion of Pinchas, who did a heroic act. And the passage says, Vayechaper al bnei Yisrael, he forgave on the Jewish people, and he saved the entire Jewish people that were declining in a terrible mode, as we studied last week. We find this week in the Haftorah another character. His name was Yirmiyah, the prophet Yirmiyah. He also saved the Jewish people in a very difficult time. We find that the Talmud in Baba Basra 14b says that the prophet of Yeshaya is full with prophecies about redemption of the Messiah, but Jeremiah, Yirmiyah Hanavi, is full of prophecies about the destruction of the temple. So both of them were operating when Jews were at a terrible decline. Both of them also had the Jewish people laughing from them, saying that you come from, your lineage is not from the highest descent of the Jewish people, but from Jethro, or from Rachel, a woman in Jericho. And God on both of them says, no, these are my children. Pinchas is the son of Elazar of Aaron HaKohen, and Yirmiyah is the son of Hilkiah from the Kohanim. They're wonderful people. But their background, they did have some negative background, but that doesn't stop them from bringing redemption to the entire Jewish people. It's interesting that the Haftorah this week, we begin today, the 17th of Tammuz, the 3 weeks of mourning on the destruction of Jerusalem and the Beis Hamikdash. So the Haftorahs of the next 3 Shabbosim, the next 3 Saturdays, are called Tlosa de Purunasa, the 3 Haftorahs about suffering, about the destruction of the temple. And the preface to this Haftorah is so beautiful, how God tells the prophet Yirmiyah Hanavi, I created you, I gave you strength to rule over the nations. And Yirmiyah Hanavi is saying, this is one of my favorite Haftorahs, Yirmiyah is saying, Aho, God, how can I speak? I'm a young child. And God says, don't say you're a young child. Wherever I will send you, you will go. And what I will command you, you will speak. Don't be afraid. I am with you. I have given you the power to rule over kingdoms, to break and to build and to make. And Yirmiyah started off with his first prophecy about the destruction of the temple, that it will become soon. It will happen soon. The question is, why is this preface important? It's important to us as we enter in the era of the 3 weeks and we have to fix the destruction of the temple. We could think, Aho, lo yodati dabe kinaro nechi, how can we fix these terrible things? Who are we? Like it says, we are kinanos al gabe anok. We are midgets compared to the previous generations. So we learn from Pinchas that although he was only Pinchas, he wasn't Moshe Rabbeinu, he was able to save the Jewish people. And the Talmud in Sanhedrin 82 says that Vayechaper al bnei Yisrael, that what he did has an everlasting effect. Till this very day it brings kapara, forgiveness for the Jewish people. You don't have to be from very high lineage. You don't have to be a great rabbi. It's the Pinchas and the Yirmiyah Hanavi who have the power to fix our exile. So if you see an opportunity where you can jump in and save the day, don't say, who am I, what am I? The mere fact that you see the situation means that God is giving you the power, like he gave the prophet Yirmiyah Hanavi, Jeremiah the prophet, to fix the situation, and you could fix the situation more than the greatest Jewish leader. It says that the 3 weeks, and God telling Jeremiah not to be afraid, the 3 weeks are corresponding to the 3 worlds known in the Kabbalah as Bria, Yetzira, and Asiya. Atzilus is the world connected with God. Bria, Yetzira, and Asiya are the worlds that are separate from God. As we go out into the world, into the Bria, Yetzira, Asiya, we can be afraid. There's so much darkness. So God tells us through Pinchas and through Yirmiyah Hanavi that you could be the one who could change the world, who could bring ultimate and complete light to the world like Pinchas did. It may be very dark, but we can do it. So we go into the 3 weeks with confidence that we will change these 3 weeks and we will make them the happiest days of the Jewish calendar. But it's up to our acts. We should not be afraid, and we should know that God's giving us the strength to conquer any darkness. I want to wish you a wonderful 3 weeks, and may we see these 3 weeks transformed very soon through our actions. Have a wonderful week.